Hi there, here is a box. It's got art supplies in it. Let's go on an art adventure and find out what they are. If you can see another box underneath here, it's just an old Paletteful Packs box that I'm using to prop up this box so you can hopefully see things on my second camera. Okay, let's look at the goodies. Ooh, and I always put them the wrong way around. Okay, we have Posca pens, and I've been wanting a white one for so long. Oh my god, I'm so excited. You would think that I would have bought these in Japan, and for some reason I always resisted getting them. I don't know why. And then as soon as I left Japan, I was super regretting it. And so now I have some. I do have one. I've got a gold Posca pen, but that's it. I've desperately wanted a white one. And I think, because Paletteful Packs is awesome, we do, I think, a primary set. Paletteful Packs loves to put extra blue things in for some reason. Always a focus on blue. I don't know what that's about with their box is green. I have the green curse here as well, obviously. And let's keep on going. I will put all of the goodie pens aside for a second. Oh my gosh, there's another Posca. I have no idea what this one is. Okay, black of something. Ooh. Definitely don't know what this Posca pen is. This is cool, but there's some surprise things. Ooh, Paletteful Packs is definitely going blue now. I don't know what's going on, but maybe they've decided blue is a more appealing color. I like blue, and I like green too, as you can see in my paintings in the background. But advertising studies show that people respond better to blue, so maybe they're picking up on that. Cool, a black canvas. I don't think I've ever tried one of those either. Okay, weird name tags. Maybe that's something to do with the challenge. Oh, cool. And a wood panel. This is an awesome box. I am so happy with this. Okay, let's get all these down and go through them one by one. Okay, so the wood panel, the Art Alternatives, they're both from Art Alternatives. Black panel, a number of uni Posca pens. What size are they? 1.8 to 2.5 mils. I think that's a good size. And awesome color range. All the primaries, a light blue and a dark blue and a white. And then these two things that I don't know what they are. Something to do with acrylic paint in black, I'm guessing. Probably finer applicators. And then weirdly name tags. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, and let's have a look at the supplies for this month. It's the April Premier Pack Posca Paint Marker Set. We have 5 tips and paint markers. Sorry, I was like, I don't know what's going on. Extra, medium, extra fine, and brush. Cool, I didn't know that they made brush. That's amazing. Let's go try out some of these supplies. So I'll speed up the time lapse of opening them. By the way, I see a lot of people struggle with these, and I've finally, after a bit of time struggling myself, found for most of these Japanese stationery items that are shrink wrapped in plastic, all you need to do is twist and it comes off. So you just twist the lid and pull off, and almost always for Japanese supplies, they'll just come straight off. Okay, so let me get rid of the rest of these. Okay, there's always got to be one exception to a rule, I guess. No. Okay, we're back. Let's try testing out these Posca pens. You shake them up. If you're one of the few people who hasn't still seen one of them before, they're acrylic paint markers. They come in a range of different sizes and nibs. And when you first get them, you have to push down. And I find that all you need to do is push and hold, and the paint will begin to come down. You don't have to keep pumping it. Bring this up for you to see up close. So you can see the paint is starting to come down. You can pump it if you like. It's just more chance to damage the nib. And if you hold it and you're patient, I find that it makes its way down. Okay, and then we've got a paint marker. If you're quick, you can also take a brush and wet it and turn it into watercolor. Now this is just copy paper, so it's going to warp and wrinkle, but you can see that you can, I mean, it's not going to become watercolor, it's still acrylic paint, but you can water it down. You should be aware, I only found out recently, if you add more than something like 25 to 30% water, it's not going to remain light fast, the paint. It's going to affect the quality of the acrylic paint. And if you've put it onto a canvas and you've watered it down too much, I think the paint peels away from the canvas over time. So those are some things to consider if you're going to be adding water. That's such a lovely color. I'm really happy with that. Okay, let's time lapse the other Posca pens. Oh wow, so this has a beautiful tip. So it took me a while to figure out this brush pen one. There is a picture on the barrel, but I didn't quite work it out. There's a plastic cap that you pull off, then you press down on the end here like a click pen. And so then you're pressing down on it, and I guess that gets the ink flowing. Okay, here it comes. So wow, I've never seen these. You can then get quite thin. It's not quite full of paint yet. Quite a variation of thick and thin lines. I would suggest try not to lose this cap. Okay, I got a little carried away with this one. It was super fun to explore already. I'm looking forward to making something with it. And then finally, we have the 1mm. Okay, so a little baby one. And I'm really glad that they included these two pens as well. They're ones that I haven't necessarily seen before, and it'll allow for detailed outline work. I think a lot of people like the kind of style, like, you know, drawing with waffles, if you've seen her channel, where she'll paint things and then do an outline color. Or sometimes like Casey Golden does an outline too, or Doodle Date. Oh wow, this is some sort of plastic nib. You can get a really fine line. Okay, I'm super loving this box. These are so cool. Wow, this one writes so smoothly. And it's some sort of plastic nib and the paint just comes out free flowing. Let's recap this box. We've got 8 Posca pens, 6 in the 1.8 to 2.5 mils. I guess this is the one that's on the card that says it's 5 mils. We've got 2 more black markers. One's a brush one and there's one that's a fine nib. In terms of surfaces, we have the black canvas panel and the nice, beautiful wood panel. The challenges for this month are week 1 fruit, week 2 space, a clever option with this black panel. Week 3 geometric, I think that works really well with the supplies as well, so that's a great prompt. And week 4 sign. I think actually all of those are really thoughtful prompts for these materials. So once again, really happy with this box. You're rocking at Paletteful Packs. So glad that I subbed to you again. And I think I'm gonna make something straight away on this black panel. And then in an upcoming video, I will play with this one. Okay, let's dive in. So now let's make some art with these Posca pens. First of all, I start off sketching in a pencil. I know the pencil didn't come with the box, but I wouldn't be able to create a piece that was anything decent without doing a sketch first. So I'm pretty sure everyone has a HB pencil. It shows up really well, I think, on this black canvas panel. I'd seen some other YouTubers do something similar before, but I've never tried it. And so it was really pleasing and nice to see that the graphite shows up really well. And then just a curve ruler to get a kind of earth shape, and then into the Posca pens. And boy, they pack a punch. I'm so used to watercolors and building up really slowly in light layers and colors and getting a depth over time. Not with these guys, it's just bam, and you've just got intense, extreme color right in your face. And I think the light blue and the white work so well, especially for a space theme. And then when I got the darker blue added in, it just seemed to really have a pop art effect and a real punch to it that I'm really happy with. I just, fell in love straight away with what I was doing. The planet I struggled a little bit more with. I thought at first I would just make it pow and pop arty as well, but then I realized I would like it to look a little bit more realistic and softer and further into the background. And by adding water, I was able to blur the colors together a little bit, and then I added a second layer where it really began to come together and get that effect to me. And then I just needed to add some stars, of course, because it's space. And this is the prompt for week 2 of the Paletteful Pack prompts, by the way. I couldn't resist diving straight into a space theme. Who needs fruit for week 1? Straight to space for me. So I just placed dots with the Posca pen for the stars at first, and then I watered down a little bit of the Posca paint pen into a porcelain palette, and you can probably see it a little bit there if my little box here that I'm talking with isn't covering it. And then for the star splatter, I get a toothbrush and I mix in with a little bit of water and the Posca paint the toothbrush head, and then I just grab my thumb and scrape along the toothbrush, and it flicks little dots everywhere. Makes a bit of a mess, but you get a lovely spray of stars. And then that's it for this piece. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I would love, if you're new here, if you could take the time to click subscribe, and the notification bell is going to keep you in the loop for whenever I post things. And of course, my favorite thing is to hear from you and to have a chat in the comments below. So please tell me what you think of either this box or my little piece of art for the space theme. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.